The Lachlan River is expected to peak around 11.7 metres in Cowra during the night. The SES is urging drivers to take care. Many roads are still closed across the Shire, including sections of the Lachlan Valley Way.
This is the Lachlan River at Cowra at just over 10 metres. It's risen steadily over the last week of rain.
It's gotten heaps bigger when we could see the bridge now. Can't see the bridge at all.
Rain, just constant. Just like this. Hasn't been really heavy, but just hasn't stopped.
It's pretty big. I seen it last year and it was pretty high, but never seen it this high before.
These guys are using an ultrasonic Doppler. It'll provide vital information on floodwaters in just 15 minutes.
We're going to monitor, just measure the flow here, what's going down past Cowra at the moment, and that data is used by BOM and other planners to see what sort of amount of water is going down there, and they can plan ahead what's going to happen there.
That helps calculate when the river might peak and where.
We've had teams out in the upper Lachlan above the Wangala Dam there, measuring the flows there to get accurately measured.
Floodwaters have reached a few low-lying businesses and the outskirts of town.
There are some flooding issues in West Cowra in particular where there was a couple of homes that were inundated with localised floodwaters. Back Creek apparently is now reasonably stable.
So what will happen tomorrow?
No one knows. The wisdom of Solomon wouldn't tell you whether it's going to rain more today and how much water they may have to let out of the dam because of inflows.
State water crews will be across the region's rivers testing floodwaters this week to try and gauge exactly what's happening and what we can expect.
I live in Sydney now and all I want to do is get back home. So I don't think I'm getting there anytime soon.
Roads are still closed across the Shire. Check with the RTA for updates. In Cowra, Helen Frost, Prime 7 News.
The Ballabula River cut Canowindra in half on the weekend. Most roads and bridges are open now, but locals say on Saturday they're expecting the worst.
The SES do their bit to protect a property in the firing line. Sandbags, a pump and volunteers have stopped the water here, but not every property is so lucky. A raging Ballabula puts roads and bridges underwater and splits Canowindra in two. This boat, the only safe passage across.
At this stage, that's the only means of getting people from north to south. Canowindra.
Not what this Queenslander wanted to hear.
Oh, it's a lovely little town, but how long am I here for?
Yeah, stops a lot from going to Cowra and, yeah, slows everyone down pretty well.
Boxed in by floodwaters. Unfortunately, it's all too familiar for some locals.
Boxing Day we had floods and the floods reached the top of the gutter, but this time it's gone well up into the yard.
5.7 metres at the last check. That's on a par with the floods of 98, but Canowindra was ready this time.
Well, we're lucky we got all our stuff up on pallets, but if it comes through the floor, it is messy.
From what I gather, the floodwaters are dropping now, so if we don't get any more rain further up, hopefully we can, this could be the end of it.
So a slow drop, and it really depends what's happening in the upstream catchment.
Heavy rain overnight saw the Ballabula peak again today. Just after lunch, it was 5.3 metres in town. Rivers and Woodstock roads are still closed, so is the Mid-Western Highway. Nathan Stitt, Prime 7 News.
It was blue skies and sunshine in Orange today, but over the weekend it was a very different story. Many roads were damaged in the wild weather and they could take months to repair.
It was the wet weekend that rocked the Central West. Floods more severe than in 2010. In Orange, emergency crews had 40 call-outs. The storm dumped 124 mils of rain on the city.
That's created a large amount of runoff, and it's created quite a few issues.
Suma Park Dam overflowed and flooded causeways. There was major damage to local roads. Today, the clean-up began.
The challenge is now with the recent rain that we've had, have caused a lot of problems in regards to potholes.
It's all part of an ongoing $3 million project to get the roads in Orange in tip-top shape. The floods don't help, and today in some areas they'll have to start all over again.
This is a never-ending challenge for councils of our size and bigger and smaller, but we've got to be in a position to make sure that we do do accept that challenge and do the best we can.
It's hard to believe that this behind me is usually a dry road. Still, Orange has seen the worst of the floodings already, and today is the first time in days we're seeing blue skies and sunshine. And the flood warning for Orange has been lifted. Samantha Brett, Prime 7 News.